And good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. It's Sin Trophy Hunter or Sean Temple here. I'm one of your hosts on the Variety Shift.
And I am the Artificial Dragon, also your secondary host. I have a YouTube channel as the Artificial Dragon. I'm known for real life as Isaac Zellman. And today, instead of Gavin, we have a very special guest on this podcast.
It's me. Again. Alright, stop.
Hey everybody, it's Queen Dragon here. You know me as Hannah from Artificial Dragon's channel. And yeah, I'm going to be the guest host today.
Yeah, Gavin didn't want to come in today because, number one, he forgot his microphone. And since he lives so far outside of town, he didn't want to bother going back and retrieving his microphone. And for the audio audience, we don't have that much room in here, so it would be overloaded with too many bodies in this one room.
I don't know, you could get in there.
Yeah, true.
Yeah, no, you could definitely fit. There's no excuse, Gavin, come on.
Well, I'm sure he just didn't want to attend because he didn't want to waste gas or whatever.
Probably didn't want to attend, no.
Lazy.
No. Well, there is cookies, by the way, that are homemade by my wife. Please feel free to indulge.
Oh, hell yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Are these the same ones from the last podcast?
Oh, they are.
Yep.
Well, the same kind. They're not the same cookies. They went. I ate them.
Okay.
They're not the same ones. No, they are from the same batch. Yes.
Oh yeah, and Merry Christmas, everybody. I'm not sure if this podcast will be posted on Christmas Day, Christmas Eve, but happy holidays to you
my
guys.
app's finished. Oh, here you go. Right,
John's just playing some jingle bells.
Enough of that. Enough of that.
But I hope you guys are having wonderful holidays. If
I'm
you
not.
don't celebrate Christmas, happy Hanukkah, happy whatever, happy holidays. So have a good time with your family, and I hope you enjoyed today's podcast.
Cool. Was that it? Can we go now? We done?
It's barely been 2 minutes, John.
I gotta go home and celebrate with my family. I am home. I'm home alone, folks. My wife is in Ireland at the moment.
Very nice.
Oh, so cool.
Yeah, she was actually very excited because she went to Amsterdam because my eldest daughter was working at The Hague, which is a big UN international type courthouse thing. So it's United Nations and all that stuff. It was really, really cool to see her in there. There was a live stream of a case that was going on. Don't know too much about it, but she's finished work there and they've moved off to Ireland to spend Christmas in Ireland with all the Christmas market. I get to spend one day off with my my PlayStation VR headset. Heck yeah.
Well, at least there's that, Sean.
Yep. Trophy hunting, here we come. In the extreme level.
But yeah, you got anything special going on with your trophy hunting, Mr. Trophy Hunter?
Well, funny you should say that. I did something kind of special yesterday, and I started it the day before yesterday, just with an announcement, basically. I got the platinum in the Marvel Spider-Man, which is a PlayStation 4 exclusive, and it was freaking awesome. And I have to tell you, I'm not going to spoil the end of the story or anything like that, but the damn thing almost made me cry.
Oh.
Alright, damn you, game. Seriously, no game makes me cry. Last of Us had nothing on this.
You're like...
Last of Us I was not affected by at all. In fact, I really didn't care about Joel or Ellie. Even when Joel was running to Ellie at the end, it's like, okay, yeah. But no, Spider-Man, the end of it, I was almost in tears, and I'm on live stream. I'm like, I'm not crying on live stream. No, it didn't happen. But
you did.
no, I didn't. But
Almost.
I did put out an announcement before I platted the game to have my Discord channel decide what game I should plat next.
Okay.
Play on live stream. And it was a choice out of two games, which was Assassin's Creed Odyssey. Fairly long game, lots of DLC, pretty cool. I like the Assassin's Creed franchise. I like the older ones. The newer ones I'm still getting used to because the whole layout is a lot different. Very confusing. It's like, what? This is Assassin's Creed. It doesn't even feel like Assassin's Creed, I'll be honest with you.
Yeah.
And the other one was God of War. Which one do you think won?
Assassin's Creed.
No! I peaked. You made me peak. No, God of War did. Assassin's Creed got 4 votes. Now, Assassin's Creed was winning right at the beginning, and I was like, oh, okay. This is gonna be kind of long and boring, maybe. But God of War took over right at the end, because what I did was, once I got the votes from Discord channel that we have. By the way, folks, we do have a Discord channel. If any of you guys want to check us out at some point, just hit me up on live stream and I can give you the link, or I can probably post a link in this video here. It's to help out small streamers like myself to become an affiliate, which I became. And one of our other guys, no, actually she was a lady, one of our other streamers that's in the group, she became affiliate yesterday, which is really, really cool.
There you go.
And she'd only been streaming for a month. She's pretty though, so that's why.
Fair enough.
No, but she was very good at the stream as well. I'd stayed in her stream for a while. So anyway, I opened it up to everybody who came into my stream, whether it was new people or whatever.
Yeah.
And I had the vote down on my phone, so I could take notes on what people were saying and stuff. And God of War won in the end. Yep.
From what I've seen, it's a good game, so...
I've played a little bit of it, because I got... there's 37 trophies in it, I've got 12. So I would say I'm quarter of the way through. I'm not even halfway through. And the story's pretty interesting at the moment. But I wanted to restart it because, relearn the controls, let's face it. I have been away for it for maybe a year. So I'll be like, what? And if you're live streaming on it, you're going to look kind of dumb doing it. Is that the wrong word for it? Silly. Look like you're not knowing what you're doing, because I look like that anyway. And then also B, so that the live stream can catch it right from the beginning and follow it.
Yeah.
So
Totally.
And I've got kind of a decent captive audience now. Like, so 26 people were watching me Platinum Spider-Man yesterday.
Very cool.
That's the most people I've had ever.
That's good.
Yeah. Constant. 26. It's cool.
Yeah. I think the most people I've ever had on a live stream is like 10.
See, I was kind of flabbergasted with 5.
Yeah.
Because, you need 3 to become an affiliate, but you need 3 over the period of 30 days.
Yeah.
And that was tough.
Yep.
It was tough. Now I've got 98 followers.
Nice.
Which is really, really cool. And, for the most part, legitimate. The first 4 were my family, so that gave me the boost.
Yeah.
And then the rest of it was after that, and I didn't even get down on people's get down on my knees and beg them, please follow me.
I'll pay you money for
yeah,
it.
that kind of thing. I got cookies. No, so it is really starting to steadily progress. It's slow, but it's really progressing. And now my average viewers for the 30 days at the moment from 3 has gone up to 6. So that's cool.
That is very cool.
And I just got to keep maintaining that and keep doing what I'm doing. And I might get path to partner. You never know.
Very
That'd be cool.
cool.
That'd be cool.
That would be cool.
I mean, that's aiming high, but, that's my goal.
Sometimes you gotta aim a little bit high.
Yep. And in the world ranks, I am now 16,000 best trophy hunter in the United States.
Nice.
And in the world, I am the 60th.
Nice.
That is pretty cool.
Yeah. Out of 500... No, let me see. That's not right. Not 500,000. I keep having that on my head. On my brain. It's out of 5 million.
Nice.
60,000 out of 5 million.
Wow.
Yeah. So I'm doing pretty good.
Yeah, you're gradually getting there. Yeah.
I am. I'm steadily making my way, and as long as I don't go in the red, because on the website that I'm tracked on, it either goes red, which means that you've dropped a few points, usually 5 points. I'll rectify that very quickly. So I very rarely go into the red. I'm always in the green.
Yeah.
That's what we want. Anyway, enough of that. What have you been up to, Isaac? I haven't seen you on live stream for a while. What's going on? School.
Well,
College.
just been a little bit busy. My mom visited me for a couple of days, to celebrate winter solstice. We went down to Antelope Canyon. That's a couple of miles out of town.
Okay.
Yeah, it was a very nice little sight to see. So, Antelope Canyon is in the Navajo reservation. It's very sacred. Like, you're not allowed to scratch your signature on the cave walls or anything like that.
You're not supposed to do that anywhere.
Yeah.
Really. You're not.
If you do that in a national park, you are a absolute piece of shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, right?
But yeah, there's a very interesting story behind the Antelope Canyon. So it's composed of petrified sand dunes.
Oh.
Yeah. And from what I've heard, there's a lot of floodwater that comes in, slowly shaping the Antelope Canyon to what it is today. And it's been doing that for 165 million years, which I'm like, whoa, that's cool.
Yeah, the dinosaurs would be there.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
It's also a dangerous place, especially during, I think, monsoon or flood season, because 4 people, like, last year got wiped away
Yep.
in a flood.
Yep, I remember reading about that, actually.
Yeah, I remember.
And the rescuers went in there and they got lost as well.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's very, very dangerous.
But it's a
Don't
very-
do it, kids.
It's a very beautiful place. I've only seen pictures, even though I've lived in Arizona for 19 years now. Good Lord.
Yep.
What
And
brought you to Arizona?
I was born here.
Oh, well, there you go. That kind of would do it.
Born
That-
down in
that-
Phoenix.
That kind of would do it. Okay,
Yep.
okay. Fair enough.
She's kind of local grown.
Fair enough.
She was born in Phoenix and traveled all the way back up to Flagstaff.
I guess my question should have been, what brought you to Flagstaff then?
My family lives out in Munns Park, so it's like vicinity.
Oh, you're another one in Munns Park then?
Yes.
Oh,
Gavin and I
shit.
went to high school together.
Oh, no! The world gets smaller, ladies and gentlemen.
Yes, indeed.
It got smaller when Isaac and I met.
Yep, it did.
Okay. Cool.
I'm pretty sure you have a question between the two of us now, Sean.
No? I'm out of questions at the moment.
Okay.
I'm sure I'll interrupt you at some point.
No. I think you were talking about wanting to know how me and Hannah got to be or whatever.
Okay. Yeah, go for it.
Go on, Hannah.
We met on Tinder of all places.
Yeah.
What is Tinder?
It's his dating app.
Oh!
It's not even like a dating app, it's a hookup app.
Oh, a hookup app. Okay, so me and my wife now.
Yep.
My wife.
Yep.
We met on Facebook.
Wow.
Yeah. Yeah.
But yeah, we met on Tinder and we kind of hit it off.
Yeah, I was kind of in a depressed state at the time because I broke up with my previous girlfriend for reasons I won't disclose.
Don't do that. Don't do that. Disclosure's disclosed.
Yeah.
Spoiler alert.
Anyway, so I was messaging Hannah. I'm like, huh, she looks pretty neat or whatever. And
Oh,
we
gosh.
messaged back and forth. Eventually became Facebook friends. And
We went on our first date the day after Valentine's Day, right?
no, it was like a couple days after Valentine's Day.
Either way.
Hannah, you look neat.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, she really does look neat.
You look neat.
She really does. And I was going out on a date, and at the time I was thinking, okay, I'm just gonna date this wonderful woman, take her out for dinner, and then afterwards we're gonna go our separate ways, whatever. That did not happen.
I guess not.
No.
Hang on, I feel like the odd one out. I'm gonna make Hannah feel the odd one out. Oh yes.
There we go.
Oh yes.
Oh yes, I don't have my Santa hat.
Yep.
Boom.
Both me and John have our festive Santa hats.
I actually have a Jack Skellington Santa hat at my dad's house
But it's no good at your dad's house.
because I don't go over there anymore.
It's no good over your dad's house. It should be here
I
on
know.
the podcast right now
Yeah, exactly.
with the jingle bells. Hang on a minute.
But as of, I think, was it the 17th?
Yeah, the 7th, I think.
There we go. Jingle bells.
Gotta go
Isaac
with
and
the
I have
jingle
reached
bells.
our
Enough of that.
10-month anniversary.
Yeah. We're reaching the double digits right now.
Cool.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Just 2 more months until it's been a year with me and Hannah in a relationship together.
Damn.
Yeah.
Longest relationship I've ever been in.
So there is one question I have.
All right, go
Yes.
on.
Hannah, are you a streamer?
What?
Are you a streamer?
No.
Not a stripper, streamer.
The stripper.
I thought you said screamer. And I was
Screamer?
Like, what?
No, are you a screamer? No.
You're
no,
a scream queen.
No. Are you a streamer?
No, I don't have a gaming setup whatsoever in my house.
She doesn't have a computer of any kind except her phone over there.
Do you game?
On
the phone?
If you count phone apps.
On the phone. Okay, fair enough.
But
are you looking into getting into that sort of thing? Because Isaac's into it, and I know that
I
share
play
hobbies
games
and
with
that.
him every once in a while.
I've seen you guys do the reaction videos and stuff,
Yep.
and I think that's the first time I actually ever saw you.
It's
Yeah.
pretty fun.
Yeah. You seem to be a little bit more into it than Isaac was, because he was like, I can't remember what he was saying, something Bowser or something, and I'm like, it was the Godzilla thing and stuff, and it was like, fuck you, Bowser, or something. Gay
So long, gay Bowser.
That's
so
it.
long, Bowser. You
So
know, in
long,
the
gay Bowser.
Mario.
That's it.
Don't you remember in Mario 64 where Mario's holds on Bowser's tail and he swings him around and throws him through the air? He's like, "So long, gay Bowser." That was my
But I haven't played it.
No, that's my reference for when both Mechagodzilla and Dragonzord were throwing each other through the air or whatever.
That's
Like
it,
their
and
tail.
that was the first video that I saw.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and our last video together was friggin' Deadpool versus a mask.
And that was awesome.
And it's currently my highest viewed video right
All right, and well, how many views now?
now.
Because you was that the one you told us about last week?
Yes.
Yeah.
It is currently, if I remember correctly, 11,000 views right now.
Here, I'll check.
Jeez Louise.
And I've gained a fairly good subscription count right now, around 437 subs right now.
438.
38, my bad.
Is that 11,000 views?
Yeah,
Very nice indeed.
it is.
And I'm sure the podcast is helping that as well.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Speaking
Because
of
I'm
a pod-
pointing to a lot of people to the podcast.
Very nice. So speaking of a podcast, when I was getting the missing part of Hannah's microphone, I looked into my email, and guess what?
We have a message.
No. But keep guessing.
Can I message myself?
No.
Well, if we ain't got no messages, then there's not really much you can else have on an email.
I think you were telling me about this.
No. You give up, Sean?
Yeah.
iTunes approved us.
You did tell me about that.
Well, that is a fucking message.
Here, I'll show it to you.
Yeah, that is a message.
I thought you meant a message in our email. Here's what it says. Dear podcast provider, your podcast located at so-and-so has been approved. You should expect to see it on the iTunes store within the next few hours. When it's available, you'll be able to access it with the URL below. You can find your podcasting
awesome.
using iTunes Store. Search in the next 2 days. For more information on the podcast, connect, including how to change or remove your, that other stuff. But yeah, point is, we are now approved for iTunes.
Bad ass.
Yeah.
That is so cool, and that's what we were aiming for.
Yes.
Because, my wife was like, well, you for iTunes, you're going to need a good few episodes first before you even put them out, because people are thirsty or hungry, they want a bit more, and they don't find it, you're going to lose, viewers or listeners or anything like that, fans,
Yeah.
that kind of thing. But for us to actually make it to that's awesome.
Yeah.
That is awesome.
That is awesome. That's an achievement.
Yeah.
That's a trophy right there.
Yeah.
Ping.
Ping, we get 4,000 points from that.
Oh hell yeah. That's more than a platinum. That's a double platinum.
Yeah. We need the double plats.
Well, folks, you heard that we made it to iTunes, so hit us up on iTunes the Variety Shift.
Yeah, I'll put the link to our iTunes store down in the link of our podcast episodes. So you can go ahead and go down there, download the podcast episodes.
You
And
need
it's
a
free,
description.
right?
Yeah, it's free.
We're not making any money on it.
Not yet, not
No.
yet.
Next step is to get to Spotify.
That is also true. Numerous goals we have to make with this podcast.
Yeah, no. like you said there, Hannah, we move, go to Spotify as well. But I mean, a lot of video game players and streamers and stuff use Spotify. Can't say it. Spotify. So yeah, that would be our next goal, I reckon.
Yeah.
Which can't be too hard if we manage to make it in iTunes.
Yeah.
Heck yeah!
Yeah.
Without
High five,
trying
John.
to peek.
Yeah. High five, Hannah. High five, imaginary Gavin.
There you go.
Gavin just high fives us through the video. Okay.
Does Gavin know about this, by the way?
Yes, I told him that Hannah will be attending.
No. Does he know about the iTunes?
No, I have not told him about it yet
What?
because I just got this when I was getting Hannah's thing.
Oh, shoot. Yes, that's right. You were
Yeah.
in the middle of telling us that.
Yeah.
Sorry. I did tell you I was going to interrupt you.
Yeah. And Hannah was mentioning that because I sent it to iTunes and it says we're going to review this, so we didn't get approved yet until just now.
Fuck yes.
Yeah. So yeah, yay us.
Yes,
I'll
us.
be able to message Gavin that before this episode uploads.
Nice. All right.
But yeah,
Cookie
it's
for that.
it's a very good Friday for us. And Sean's got
That's
the
right.
biggest freaking cookie ever over there.
It's like 2, I think.
They look like they're stuck together.
It looks like a
that's
friggin'
2
sandwich.
Stuck together. Hang on, mate. Yeah. There we go. It is 2 too.
It's like a friggin' sandwich.
These yummy.
But
Powdery as well. So you get everything.
But yeah, from our last episode, we were going to do a discussion about a very important thing on YouTube.
Yeah, I was thinking about this, and I'm thinking, this is like Christmas time. Do we really want to talk about copper?
Everyone else is releasing episodes
It's
or
so
videos
depressing
talking about
and shit like that. I mean, do we really want to talk about that? Or,
Well,
can we make it seasonal? Copper?
we could
seasonal?
do a timestamp in case nobody wants to listen to all that crap. But
forward.
I think since Hannah's here, it is a good opportunity to talk about this because she's also been worried about Kappa as well.
All right.
Yeah. Okay, so we did a fair amount of research this morning, and Hannah found an article this morning.
I found an article by... Let me pull it up. It's on The Verge. It's like a random news website I found. But...
Is it reliable? She shrugs her shoulders.
Just let her talk, Sean.
But it says... It's titled, YouTube Calls for More Clarity on the FTC's Child Privacy Rules.
Yep.
Because I watched Nerd Cube's kind of podcast or like video talking about it, and he said these guidelines are so vague.
They are.
It's gonna not help anybody.
They're so vague, Hannah, that I actually deleted all my videos.
Yep.
And I personally thought my videos weren't really fit for children because I do swear in them. Because, video game and you
doesn't?
die, it's like, fuck! And then you got a little kid watching that's apparently FTC or copper, guidelines that the kids are 13 under.
Yeah.
So you could get little 13 or 12, 10-year-olds going, back! Back! It's like, oh, shit. For Mo.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was cussing at 13, but...
There was lots of things that we were doing that we shouldn't be doing at 13.
Yeah.
Yep.
So, I mean, it's stupid, and I totally agree with that statement that it needs to be a lot more...
Specific.
Clearer.
Specific and clearer.
It has to be, specific. I mean, for me, as a gamer, the thing that kills it straight away is animated characters.
Exactly.
That's any video game.
Like, there was this one YouTuber, his name is the Gaming Beaver. Most of his content is Jurassic Park related stuff, video games and all that. Obviously, his content is about dinosaurs, and that's a lot of things that children are into.
We learn about that at school.
Yeah, exactly.
So, yeah.
And he also has a lot of Jurassic Park merchandise, toys and whatever on his channel. So that could be seen as child related. And I think you were mentioning about a toy YouTuber that might be in danger from that as well, right?
Well, NerdCube also, aside from video game reviews, he does like toy reviews because he likes like doing toy reviews and stuff, and he's like, that could fuck me over too.
Yep.
I was watching a guy. He's a pretty big YouTuber. I can't remember his name, but he does Lego, and so he demonstrates the new Lego sets that are out and stuff. He stopped.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
He stopped. He was so worried and so pissed off.
Yeah.
That I mean, the biggest problem with if your content is suitable for children, you don't get any advertisements.
Yeah, you don't get
Yeah,
Which then
motivation.
you don't get paid.
That's-
You don't get money. So everybody's going to brand their kiddie videos as not suitable, but kids go watch them and they get money because you get adverts because it's not branded as kid friendly, but it is. And that's when FTC will come in and hammer you with a $480 video fine.
I think it's up to $40,000.
Is it? Ouch.
It's fucking ridiculous.
I know it was something like 480 something per video at the time.
That's just...
Yep.
That's scary. If you have 90 videos, you have to go for them all. And there's a lot of YouTubers that I do watch and stream with and stuff like that. One in particular, I saw his video. I was trying to watch it yesterday. He got done for copyright. Boom. Oops. And he's been avoiding that forever.
Yeah.
And so these guys are cracking down on... Isaac made a statement at work the other day.
Yeah.
And I kind of had to correct him because his thought is that if you're a big YouTuber and you're making lots and lots of money, then you're in danger. No.
So
everybody's in danger.
Yeah, everybody's kind of in danger.
The thing with, if it would just be my luck. I'm not being monetized by YouTube or anything like that, and I get hammered because thinking that I'm so naive that I'm not big enough to actually have FTC look at me.
Yeah.
They go look at everybody, so you're not safe.
Like sorry.
go on.
I saw, I think it was a day or two after the FTC made the announcement about COPA, Yandere Dev, who is the developer for the game Yandere Simulator, he made a video on his YouTube channel saying, my channel is not suitable for kids. And I'm saying that outright.
Yeah.
This is a game about a girl who stalks her senpai and kills her rivals. This
There you
is
go.
not for kids.
Oh, but it's animated character.
Oh man.
It's animated character.
It
It
is-
falls into that guideline.
I remember watching this random video on Twitter somewhere related to Kappa and animated characters. Like, he animated these characters, like, doing random stuff, and one of them, like, stabs himself, and guts just go out over the place, and they're like, yeah, this is totally child-friendly.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, it is because it's animated character. It is. I mean, how many times do you see like a superhero film, superhero cartoon or something, and they punch the bad guy?
Yeah.
Yeah. Animated character, but its punching is showing violence.
Yeah.
Or somebody smoking in the background in a cartoon.
Yeah.
What is going to happen to manga cartoons? They're animated
yeah.
characters, but they're like, what the fuck?
Or,
You bastard!
Or,
I'm gonna kill you, you son of a bitch!
or
that
TV shows like Family Guy, Rick and Morty, and American Dad.
Yeah.
Rick and Morty was actually, before it got bad with all the cursing and shit,
Yeah.
it was on Nickelodeon. Like, the year it came out, it was on Nickelodeon, of all places.
And then
Interesting.
disappeared rather rapidly.
But
'Cause they
yeah.
were like, this is not fun. South Park.
Yeah.
Such a good cartoon. And, if you watch that film, the South Park the movie, and the amount of times fuck is mentioned in the first 10 minutes is just incredible.
Stick of Truth, too.
Oh,
I've watched-
yeah.
No.
All that excellent stuff. But really, I mean, it's down to the parents.
Yeah, true.
Seriously, it's down to the parents. When my youngest daughter is now 20. She's actually 20 today. Happy
cool.
birthday, Evelyn. And when I first met her, she was 8 years old, and I had all these video games. Kat was like, "No, we can't have these out," and I was like, "Okay, that's fair enough. I'll put them away so that Evelyn can't, and I'll just play the kid stuff."
Yeah.
Yeah.
That it kind of knocked me a bit because now I've lost all my GTA and shit.
Yeah.
And I couldn't play it unless I was alone in the house. I
Just
totally
lock yourself in a
respected
room.
it. But yeah, but that's all part of parent control because, I mean, I could have been selfish and played it, and then Evelyn would have walked in and gone, ah! You know? And then I'd be in trouble with mum.
Yeah.
And the same when she went 15 and then when she got to 18, and she's a gamer.
Yep.
And I would put out the 15 games and she'd be so excited that she could play new stuff instead of like kids stuff. And then the 18s came out, that was it. She was like, oh, Dark Souls.
Yeah.
Yes. You know, that kind of thing. She's a huge FromSoft fan. She loves FromSoft. So, you know, those kind of creepy games. And that. But as a parent, I kept control over it, and not just over video games, but films, TV, everything. Me and Kat took huge responsibility on making sure that we did things right. If we can do it, they can do it.
Yeah.
There's really no excuse, and it's dumped us in the shit.
Yeah.
It really has. It's not really FTC's fault. It's not really YouTube's fault. It's the parents' fault.
Yeah.
In my opinion. With most things. I mean, you go to GameStop and there are kids there and the parents are there and you get in like Modern Warfare or something.
Okay. Sorry
Go
to
for
interrupt.
it. No, go for it.
My brother and I are twins. Yes, I have a twin brother.
Yep.
Okay.
You would not know that upon first seeing him because he's freaking tall
He's
and
6'4".
buff.
He's going into the military.
Okay, so that does answer my next question. Is like, does he look like you? But because
A
twins
little bit,
usually
like-
look twins.
If I take off my glasses, it'd be like I have the same nose. But when we were like, I don't know, 13, 14, he got the PS3, I think, or something. I don't remember. I never paid attention, but my dad got him GTA 4, and then when GTA 5 came out, he got him that. And it was like, he's 13, he shouldn't be playing this.
Yep.
And even I knew that.
Yep. And that explains one of the reasons why I used to avoid multiplayer like the plague, because the
And Call of
ones
Duty too.
Yeah, and one of the stories that I had was Red Dead Redemption, the first one, and I was trying to level up to level 50. I was so close. I was on level 49 and like 3/4. I was so close. This piece of shit kid, 12-year-old, kept sniping me.
Oh, God.
And he's like, hey, yeah, take that bastard, take that bitch. And it's this young kid on the microphone.
Using that kind of language.
Yeah.
It's just like, where are
No,
your
really,
parents?
really totally antagonizing me. And I thought, right, you fucker, you're marked. you're marked. Because a bully tends to forget who they bullied. But the bullied doesn't tend to forget who bullies
Yep.
at all. And that's from my real life experience as well at school. So I finally got level 50 and I headhunted that fucker for the whole day.
Dear God, Sean.
It's not, just because I didn't do it to him doesn't mean to say I can't do it to him. It's not, I'm trying to get level 50, motherfucker. Seriously. I'm trying to get to level 50. When I get to level 50, you better run. He rage quit. Oh, why do you have to keep doing that? It's like,
Payback.
you get what you deserve. But yeah, it goes back right back to the whole thing being like parental control.
Yeah.
Exactly.
If parents and kids actually took responsibility of themselves, then we wouldn't have this bullshit on multiplayer. We would have a lot more people enjoying multiplayer on multiplayer games. It doesn't matter what platform, So then we can like really enjoy chilling out with our friends instead of getting abused by kids. Kids are abusing the adults. What the seriously? What the fuck? I mean, usually it's like adults abusing kids, but and then they do something about it. And then when the kids abuse adults, and
It's like
more
meh.
to this day and age, more to this day
They're
and
just
age, it's like,
kids.
grow up. How old are you? Fucking hell. 50-year-old man. You should be able to take it. But no, it's still disrespectful. And I get that a lot every day. So,
Yeah.
that job.
Kids now are just assholes.
Yeah, and I'm sure we were arseholes when we were kids as
Yep.
well.
I knew when I was younger, I used to have a lot of anger issues.
Same here. I used to throw tables and chairs at school.
Dear God.
That was my weapon because I'd always get hit by the person who, obviously they're punching and kicking me and stuff.
Yeah.
So I'd wait until I get into classroom and we're all settled down, and I just lift the table and just chuck it at them.
Dear God.
I was the complete opposite.
Was you? You were the bully?
No, I was the bullied. I have depression.
Yeah, okay. Yeah. I've suffered from depression in my later years, so I know a lot about depression. So
It sucks. But
yes, it does.
you get through it.
You do. Some people have the strength to do so, and some people don't. And before I encountered depression myself, I was like, I don't understand why you're taking your own life. Why has that person hung themselves? Oh, he was depressed. It's like, really? Come on, cheer up. But then when I hit rock bottom, and I did try to do that myself, then I understood. And I understood when people, when they even contemplate it, it's like, first of all, it's not a joke.
It isn't.
So if you're telling somebody about it, then you're fucking about. Because most people who want to commit suicide ain't going to tell you shit, because then they'll complete it. If you tell somebody you're only looking for attention, now I understand that as well. If you want attention, that's okay. If you receive the attention that you want properly, then I'm going to give you all the time in the world.
Mm-hmm.
But if you're just going to seek the attention just so you want to be a centerpiece for a little bit and you feel left out and stuff like that, fuck off.
Yeah.
Seriously. Depression is not something that you should take lightly. And as a parent, my youngest, again, she was depressed a lot. And wrote a suicide note. I had to go counselling because I hit the roof. Because I'm like, oh, fucking hell. Because I've been there. So now but it didn't turn out like that. And I'm thinking, fuck. It kind of upset me.
Yeah.
It's not something to be taken lightly. And for you to say that you're depressed, you either mean it or you're just looking for attention. For the most part, I'd like to believe people that they mean it.
For me, my lowest point was like, when I was in middle school, bullying had got so bad for no reason. No one had any reason to mess with me.
Oh, yeah.
I was a nice kid. I didn't do anything.
Or did you think you were nice?
I was nice. I was so nice.
I thought I was nice, but I had the shit kicked out of me all the time.
No one physically did anything to me. It's like...
Oh, you're lucky.
Cyberbullying. It was cyberbullying. It was rumors. It got to the point where I'd never wanted to get out of bed.
Right.
I wanted to crawl into a hole and die.
Well, my bullying it got so bad when I was at school and stuff like that, but it got so bad I couldn't even go out the front door of the house to get, without getting bullied, without being lying on the floor bleeding.
Ouch.
They would physically hit you. And leave you not left for dead, but you were thought you were dead because you hurt so much. That's how I actually got into gaming, because I thought, well, I'm not going outside, and dyslexic that I am. My stepfather, which unbeknown to me, I thought that it was my mum, but my stepfather bought us a computer for me to learn how to spell on it and stuff like that. Then I started getting into some games and stuff, and that after that. I didn't know you'd go outside and bully people. I actually beat up shit on the computer, and it felt good. It felt good. But from going back again to my statement of bullies forget who they've bullied, but we never forget who bullied us.
Exactly.
Yeah. Stop bullying people.
It's not nice.
It's Christmas. Ceasefire.
Kind of to add on to the lowest points of your guys' life. Like 4 years ago, I think it was. I had gotten back from a trip in Japan. It was a lot of fun. Then I got back home, and I basically had nowhere to go except for a friends of my mom's. I lived on his property working for a little while, and I was forced to look for my first apartment. I eventually did find my first apartment, which was on the other side of the tracks across from downtown. My mom paid for the rent, but I couldn't pay for the utilities because I didn't have a job or anything like that. And I was trying to look for jobs everywhere, on Craigslist, on websites, everywhere you could think of, and I kept getting turned down, and it was so depressing. I remember on Thanksgiving Day, I was just walking through NAU campus to go to Bookman's or something like that, and lo, did I realize it was closed. And
That sucks.
Yeah.
Bookman's is the best.
Yes, it is.
It's my favourite shop.
yeah, shout out to Bookman's.
Yep. Love you, Bookman's.
And I think my dad came into town, cheered me up. We cooked a turkey at my first apartment, my shithole apartment. And I remember one night where we were celebrating Christmas or whatever together. I was looking on Craigslist, and I saw a position opening for the company that I work at, and the company that my dad used to work at. I was like, "Hey, what do you think of this, Dad?" And he's like, "Screw it, go ahead and
Don't do it.
Apply for it."
I've been there. That's why I left. Don't do it.
But yeah, I applied for the company, didn't think much of it, and I think like a couple years after New Year's Eve, I came down in for the interview, got to see the inside of my future workplace, and I think there were 2 other applicants that didn't show up for the interview, so I ended up being picked for that interview, and that's when that moment of my life went uphill from there. So.
Hey.
Yeah.
It can only go down now, Isaac. Sorry, I don't mean to depress you. It's a reality. You go up, you come down. But you come down so you can go back up.
Yeah.
Shit happens.
Shit happens. Why do we fall, Mr. Wayne? So we can pick ourselves back up.
Yeah.
When you hit rock bottom, there's nowhere else to go but up.
No,
That's
right.
true.
It's like Minecraft, Bedrock.
Yeah.
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 I can't get any further. Can't go any further than that.
Yeah.
Might as well go back up and do some fishing or something.
But yeah, time for the happy stuff.
I was going to say, let's get away from the depressing shit.
This is like the ultimate Christmas period is the most ultimately depressing.
For a lot of people that go out. You're like one of those people that looking for the windows and the family inside is having Christmas dinner without you.
Oh man, now you got
For some people, it can be.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What would have to be your guys' favorite Christmas memory?
Well, okay. Story time. Being a child of divorce.
Should we have some jingle bells? Anyway, story time.
Yep, story time.
Ready? Come on. Oh, come on.
Trying to activate the music there, Sean.
There we go.
So, my parents got divorced when I was like 5, and...
this is supposed to be a nice story.
This is a nice story, I swear!
This is your happiest moment.
Yay! My parents got divorced! Yay!
Totally
I get 2 presents!
Oh my god. Right. Sorry, Hannah.
So, ever since we were little, we spend Christmas Eve at my dad's house, and we open presents there. And it's like, we read the night before Christmas, and the Polar Express. That's our tradition. We watch Christmas movies, eat dinner, open presents, da-da-da. We go to bed, wake up, do stockings at my dad's house, and then, still in our pajamas, we go to my mom's house, which is out in buttfuck nowhere, Munns Park.
Yay.
Then we do Christmas morning there.
So you had double Christmas.
Technically.
Nice.
It's
Nowadays, in our age, we probably double Christmas on the food. It's like the Christmas dinners. It's like, oh yeah.
Isaac's actually coming out to our place for Christmas dinner. We're having ribeyes.
Yep. I'm excited.
So you guys are both meat eaters then?
Yep.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm a vegetable eater. I'm a vegetarian.
Yeah.
My wife is vegan, and to make life easy, and she's really crazy about these plans that are on the internet. That she, joins a couple of groups and that. And so to make things easier, I eat vegan as well.
Okay.
I think, to be honest now, if I had some meat, my body would reject it. I've been a vegetarian for about 20 odd years, 20 plus, 25 years, something like that.
Yeah.
So your favorite memory was getting a double Christmas.
It's always been like that,
Okay.
and I couldn't see myself doing anything else. Like, I've been doing it since I was little, so.
So you still maintain that tradition then?
Yeah, we're doing it this year.
All right. Cool.
Except Isaac is going to be joining us.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, I'm
No extra presents for you though. I guess.
we'll see. I mean, it's really I've never spent a Christmas with a significant other before. So it's going to be a very
So that's going to be really, really new.
Yeah. I mean, I've had a Christmas with close friends, my mom, my dad.
Wait, you've got friends?
Fuck off.
Okay.
Anyway, but it's going to be an interesting experience because like I said, I never had I mean, I celebrated Thanksgiving with her family as well, but I've never had a Christmas with a significant other that I've been in a relationship. I mean, there were a couple of close calls, but it didn't happen.
Close calls sounds like you regret it.
No, not close calls, but
Like, it
just
came
didn't-
close.
It came close, but didn't come around there.
Okay.
Yeah. But it's going to be an interesting experience because my mom and my dad divorced. They both lived outside. Fair enough.
There's a trend coming here. Parents are divorced.
Yeah.
Happy Christmas, everyone.
Yeah. They both live outside of town. My dad lives up at the canyon, and my mom lives in New Mexico, in the middle of buttfuck nowhere.
I was gonna say it.
Anyway, so I don't exactly have the money to go up and spend Christmas with both of them at the same time, obviously.
Yeah.
So it's kind of a choose your own path kind of situation, you know?
Oh, you're getting
And,
the dark side or the light side.
Exactly. And my mom doesn't celebrate Christmas anymore because
That's the
she's
dark
pagan
side,
right now.
Yeah, she is pagan.
That's why you did the
Winter
solstice thing.
solstice.
Yeah.
I was actually going to ask if you were pagan.
No.
'Cause I know that is a pagan ritual.
Yeah,
Because
yeah.
I'm pagan as well.
Mhm.
Dun, dun, dun.
Dun, dun, dun.
But I do celebrate Christmas because the Christmas tree was a pagan ritual.
It was.
Yeah, yeah.
Right from the very beginning.
Yep.
So why not give presents? Heck yeah.
Yeah.
PlayStation VR. I'll take it.
And for me, I personally love spending Christmas with a large family. I mean, it's always nice to spend Christmas with one of your parents, but it just feels much more significant when you're celebrating Christmas with a larger family. You know?
Party.
Yeah. Share your holiday spirit with everybody else.
Yeah, if you have any.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, because if you're a humbug and you go over, then you are going to share the humbug. And that's a right bringer down, that.
Yeah.
Is that a
Yeah,
word?
that would
Bringer
ruin the
down?
feeling of
Down?
Christmas.
Yeah.
That would be.
That'd be suck ass.
Don't be a Scrooge.
No.
But going back to story time, my most fond Christmas memory.
Oh, I thought you'd done this. Sorry.
I thought you said it.
No, I didn't.
Because you handed it over to Hannah afterwards.
This was back in 2004, I think. How old was I? I think I was like 14 or something like that.
2 years ago then.
No,
Okay.
2004.
I was joking.
Shut up, Sean.
Get with the program.
Me and my dad went down to Phoenix to spend Christmas with his sister and her family, my aunt, and my cousins. We had a nice little Christmas together, and we were opening presents in the morning. And my cousin, my oldest cousin, her name is Ashlyn. She was really into sci-fi movies at the time.
Good
And
lass. Good lass.
yeah, she is. She had this movie, which turned out to be Godzilla Tokyo SOS.
Oh, God.
And as you all, if everybody on the podcast
Judging by
doesn't know,
Hannah, she's heard this story quite a few times.
no, I don't think she has.
Okay.
No, just his obsession with Godzilla.
Oh yeah. The podcast knows about that because one day when one podcast, it was all Godzilla.
Yeah, well, a majority of it, yeah, because it was his anniversary.
That's right. It was actually, yes.
Yeah. So anyway, so it was Godzilla Tokyo SOS. I know this because it was released in Japan around 2003 and didn't release in the US till like a year later or something like that. So I saw it, and I got acquainted with Godzilla through the video games, not through the movies. So, funny story about why I didn't watch the movies first. My dad brought the original Godzilla movie to home one day, and he was like, "Hey, let's go ahead and watch this." And I saw the DVD cover of it or whatever, and it had a very nightmarish version of Godzilla.
Dinosaur.
I was like, no, I don't want to watch that. And
this is a Japanese one, right?
yeah.
Yeah, they usually kind of mess things up a bit.
Yeah,
and
just a
make
little bit.
things look a little bit more evil
That was
or
like
scary.
with Mothra's release to the U.S.
Yeah,
They called her
exactly.
the Thing.
Oh yeah, I love that film. No, actually, it scares the shit out of me.
But yeah, I was like, yeah, well, yeah, sure, we'll watch Godzilla Tokyo SOS. So I watched it, and after that, I was mesmerized by Godzilla forever.
I was gonna ask you if the video that your cousin, is it cousin, the lady?
Yeah, it's my oldest cousin.
Yeah, cousin. Was where you started to geek out on it.
Yeah.
Okay.
I have heard of it, yeah.
Cool.
I really want to make a video one day about my love for Godzilla and what got me into it. Like, I always ask my dad, hey, do you have any pictures of that day at Christmas? And he's like, I don't think so, but I'll take a look, because he has these stockpiles of old pictures that he likes to keep, parents keeping pictures of their children and all that. But
The photos in your mind might be better than the photos in your hand.
But
maybe.
memories.
Yeah, sometimes memories that you had when you were a kid, they were, like films are like fantastic, and then you actually go and watch it again when you're an adult. It's like, what the fuck was I thinking? Why was I into this?
Yeah.
E.T. strikes me. I mean, E.T. is such a good film.
Yeah.
It is. And I thought it was so well done when I was a kid that
Yeah.
it looked all real and everything, but you can see flaws in it left, right, and centre when you're watching it adult. It's like, is this a B movie or a homemade movie? And the acting is goddamn terrible. Drew Barrymore.
I'd say that kind of movie for me would be Troll in Central Park. It was a Don Bluth animated movie. I loved it when I was a kid. I still love it now. It's a special place in my heart. But it's so bad.
It's so badly done.
I guess you could also go the same way in a much different approach with Wallace and Gromit and Curse of a Were-Rabbit. Like, it was so friggin' scary to me, and right now I'm like, why did I find it so scary?
Yeah, I remember you saying about that when we did the Halloween podcast. And
We made
talking
that a two-parter.
scary
Oh yeah,
films.
speaking of that, Hannah,
Yes.
I remember you were lecturing me about H.P. Lovecraft at one time.
Yes, I am a newer fan of H.P. Lovecraft's work, but I still like his work.
And I think you were talking about that certain movie that was inspired by H.P. Lovecraft.
Reanimator.
Yep, there you go.
Herbert West Reanimator was
Try again.
So Jeffrey Combs is just hot.
Reanimator
Hands
was
down
such
hot.
a good film.
It's a good movie.
Yeah.
They need to make
It's
another
not what I
one.
expected it would to be, and for the year that it came out, I was like, "Whoa, this is kind of scary."
Yeah, it's scary, like with all the reanimated zombies and
Yeah.
everything. But it's so good.
Yeah, it is. And I believe there was a couple of sequels to it as well.
Yeah, there was
I think it went up
Bride
to
of
3.
Reanimator and Return.
Yeah, I
to
think so.
Reanimator or something.
It was definitely about 3 films all in all.
Yeah.
They were like good.
There was a remake
They
of
were
it.
bad.
But
No,
one
that
talks
probably
about
would
that.
have nothing on it. That would have nothing on the evil doctor guy.
Jeffrey Combs is such a good Herbert West.
Yeah, it's West. What was it that there's a flying head that just kept saying West?
It was
West.
the
His,
doctor from the first one.
Yeah, it's his rival.
Yeah.
Pretorius?
No.
No. Okay. But yeah, as you can see, Hannah is a fairly good film geek as well. This morning, she was watching this new video by The Kill Count about...
Deadbeat.
Yep. Deadbeat for The Kill Count, one of his series on that channel. About...
It Chapter 2.
Chapter 2, yeah.
Is what?
So there is this YouTube channel called Deadbeat,
Yeah.
and he does episodes called The Kill Count,
Oh, yeah.
where he does kill counts for movies, and that's how I first got the first taste of Reanimator.
Oh.
And you can watch all of these videos, and he explains the plot, but he also shows clips from the movie,
Yeah.
and it's like you've watched the whole movie.
Yeah.
And he counts all of the kills. while also more recently including like behind the scenes information. And I was watching the It Chapter 2 one this morning.
8 Chapter 2.
It.
Oh,
Stephen
It
King.
Chapter 2.
Yeah, Stephen
now
King's
you see.
It.
That's what I didn't catch. That's all I heard was 11. I was like, what?
What?
Whoa, that's fast.
Sometimes I cannot English.
Cannot English right now.
I when I first came over here, I used to talk way too fast. No one could understand me, and I've managed to slow it down, and it helped to articulate all my words and stuff. I still trip over because, that's what I do. But I should have actually caught It Chapter 2, but it was so fast.
Yeah.
Sorry about that.
That's a bad habit of mine.
That's all right.
Oh, man. Yeah, me and Hannah and another Hannah, my friend Hannah, I know 2 double Hannahs, went out to see It Chapter 2, and it was an awesome movie.
Cool.
Very
I have
good.
never seen the first one.
Yeah.
I saw the mini-series a couple years ago. And then the first one, the first newer one when it came out, and then the second one. I saw that first with my mom, and we were, I think it was in the Cine One, theater.
Yeah, it was a Cine One
We
theater.
were, up near the screen. I think we were in, the second or third row. Yeah, craning our necks to see it, but
Oh god, no.
we were, holding on to each other, screaming, and then we would laugh after. Because it was so much fun.
You held on to me.
Laughing is also the way to vent it.
Yeah.
You've pepped up all that fear of screaming and stuff like that you're like, "Ugh," and then you laugh and it just gone.
Yeah.
Drains.
Helps you relax.
Yeah, Hannah held on to me during the needles scene.
Yeah, because I don't like needles.
Nope, she
No,
does not.
I'm a needle phobe as well. I just recently had my CDL medical, and the nurse goes, "When was the last time you had a tetanus?" And I was like, about 9-10 years ago. She goes, "Would you mind if I stick you with a tetanus?" I was like, "No, no, you're not doing that. I just came in here for a CDL medical. I'll think about it next time." Fuck that. But when I had immigrated over here, I had to have 12 vaccinations, and it was 2 sittings of 6. I was sick as a parrot.
Wow.
Ouch.
Yeah.
Damn.
I wasn't looking forward to it, I have to say, but it was totally well worth it because of all that's come from it and everything like that. So,
Yeah.
if 12 jabs are going to stop me from being with Kat, being with Evelyn and Aubrey's my eldest.
Mm-hmm.
What kind of guy am I?
Yeah.
True.
Man up,
true.
Sean.
Man up.
Get stuck with loads of needles.
My poor brother's gonna have to go through that. He goes into the military.
Oh, he's gonna have to get
January
used to it.
15th.
Yeah, he's gonna have to get used to it, and usually
He's never
they
been
do.
afraid of needles.
Huh?
He's never been afraid of needles. It was me.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I got
my
a story about
brother's a needle phobe. He runs.
I have a story about that actually. So this is the first needle memory I have. I was about 5, and they were doing flu shots for everybody in the Munns Park community at the fire department. My mom pulls me in, sits me on her lap, and I had heard her talking to a friend of hers, and she said, "Oh, her son screamed." I was like, "I don't want to do this, so I'm gonna scream."
Yeah.
The nurse didn't even touch me. She was still
Yeah,
prepping
like,
the needle. I let out a shriek. And the whole room went dead silent and looked at me, and I was like, shit.
Yeah.
Dear God, Hannah.
And then they had to take me into another room, hold me down,
Ouch.
and I freaked.
Oh gosh. Oh gosh. So you had hysteria.
Yes, up until recently. I got my flu shot at my last doctor's appointment and didn't freak.
I
was
will never, ever, ever, ever have the flu shot. I mean, it doesn't seem to make sense to me. Why should I be injected with a flu, which is a sample of the flu that will be around that you're supposed to be vaccinated with,
Yeah.
then become sick because you've been injected with flu? I know the idea is supposed to kick your immune system into thingy, but the thing is, if you get used to something, then your immune system is going to be immune. If you're not immune to, if you're not used to something, your immune system is going to work and it's going to try and fight it.
Yeah.
I don't see the point in trying to start it early.
Yeah.
Fuck that. Needles? No. No. Even if it was in tablet form, I'd be like, why do I want to consume flu? I'm perfectly fine. And if I do get the flu, then my immune system will take care of it, right?
I remember when we
Right.
used to do the nasal spray.
Oh, yeah.
That wasn't bad, but then they stopped doing it because they said, "Oh, it's not effective." Fuck you! I don't want to do with the needle.
Yeah, trust me, the needle's not effective. Here, let me try. Stick you with it.
Dear God, you guys. Yeah, I've never been afraid of needles, but I remember my mom didn't want me to have a flu. Okay, yeah, she didn't want me to have a flu shot, but I did get a flu shot later in life because, I'm like, yeah, whatever.
Honestly, there is probably nothing to it.
Yeah.
The reason why I declined the tetanus is because I know it goes straight into the muscle. It doesn't hurt when it goes in.
Yeah.
But by golly, does your arm hurt like hell for the next 2 days because it's in the muscle. And because I'm a driver, that's not going to be any good having a dead arm for 2 days. It's going to be I'm going to feel pretty unsafe, to be honest with you. And not being able to steer that steering wheel as fast as I can, I'd have to palm wheel it. That means then I get an observation report. That means then I am in the office and then I'm probably out of a job, just because I had a fucking tetanus. Ooh, let me stick you with a tetanus shot. No, fuck off. No.
I mean, for me personally, I never had any lasting effects, being injected with syringes or whatever. And I'm like, they inject a syringe to extract blood or whatever.
I have no problem with that. It's just like, don't look at it, don't look at it, don't look at it, don't look at it.
Right.
I'm like,
and it's the pop.
yeah, whatever. It's my own
needle
blood.
goes
I'll
and
be
go
perfectly
pop,
fine.
and it's like, oh. I mean, it is just a scratch, and then you don't feel anything if they're really good. If they're really bad and they move the needle around, you're going to get a punch in the face, mate.
Yeah.
God damn, that hurts.
My poor brother. Another story.
Yep.
Closely related to this. So he was walking from middle school. We went to MEMS when we were younger.
Oh, yeah, I know it well.
And hell. I call it hell. But there was this grate, this sheet metal grate, and it wasn't welded down. He stepped on it, fell in, it cut him on his thigh. It was close to the nethers.
Ooh.
And he got money from the city because he sued. But he was freaking out when they took him to the emergency room, and he asked my dad, "Is it gonna hurt?" Because they had to clean it out and inject
in the wound.
Yeah. And they also had to put, I think, 2 stitches inside.
Yeah.
Dad said, "Oh, it's gonna be fine."
Yeah. It'll be alright.
Just walk it off.
Don't worry, son.
He let out the most horrifying scream my dad has ever heard. And
I didn't feel a thing, Dad.
The weird thing about that, I had felt the same pain in that same spot when I was on the bus.
You're twins.
But that was the only time that had ever happened.
Yeah.
I was like, what the fuck?
Yeah, me and my brother are very, very close, and we're not twins. We're 2 years apart. He's 2 years younger than me, but I feel him all the time.
That's cool.
Yeah. I think that's just because we're just so open to each other. Not just open as in truth and stuff like that, but we're just so, I don't go woo woo or anything like that, but spiritually open.
Yeah.
That we are just we're one thing. We're one entity. Me and brother make one. So we feel each other's sadness and we feel each other's pain and stuff like that. Not so much enjoyment, but we know when someone's bothering us.
Yeah, that's cool.
And yeah, it's kind of cool, especially when we're like millions of miles apart.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I could never relate to that because I'm an only child. I do have a half sister out there somewhere. The last time I saw her when she was like a really young baby, like 5 or 6 months old, I think, at the time. And she's living up in Oregon somewhere because the stepmother and my dad didn't get along real well. She's kind of crazy. So she took my half-sister up to Oregon, and she's currently under custody with her parents or something like that. And I think she's around 12 to 14 years old right now.
Wow. Do you keep in contact or anything?
No, unfortunately not. I'm not even sure she knows I exist or anything. Yeah, but
Having
Her-
twins sucks.
But her name is Katerina. The last picture I ever saw, apparently my dad tried to track her down, and she's part of his theater group or something like that.
Cool.
But nothing concrete yet. We haven't reached out to her or anything. But I think my dad has her address or something like that because he's trying to keep track of her. And I don't know. I don't know when we'll reach out to her and reconnect as a.
Usually that kind of thing does happen, but it happens with time.
Yeah.
I mean, if she doesn't even know that she has a half brother, then she might not. If she finds out she does, she'd go try to track you down.
True.
So it all comes down to that, I think.
But yeah, like I said, I can't relate to having a sister or brother or sibling or anything like that.
I would have loved to have more siblings, honestly. It sucks just having a brother.
Who's
I
the
love
same
my
age as
brother.
you.
We would have been, if everything went right, we would have been a 4-child family. We would have had 2 girls, 2 boys. So I would have had 2 sisters, but my brother killed one. They were twins. And as they were being, but in the process of labour or beforehand, while they're developing, he devoured all the nutrients and she faded off.
That happens.
The other one was almost going to be born. Mum was close to being labour and then pulled down the stairs and miscarried, and we lost Tracy. They even got her name already. It was Tracy, and it was going to be So I was going to have two sisters. Yeah.
My mom had several miscarriages before and after me and my brother. So
Like
we were the
natural
lucky ones.
miscarriages or accident?
Natural.
Natural, yeah.
But we were the lucky ones because we were born at 5 months gestation. Like
So
at the
you're
end
like
of my mother's 5th
premature.
month. Very premature.
Wow.
We were little.
They're very little. And there you are.
Mhm.
That's cool.
It is.
You couldn't tell now.
No, that's the thing about modern medicine and stuff like that. You can be like born like way earlier now,
Yeah.
and not just get chucked in a bin.
Yeah.
It's rubbish. It's no. It's not developed. There's not 3 years.
Yeah.
Yeah. We were 11 inches. I think I was 1 pound, 1 ounce.
Damn.
And Wyatt was a pound.
Damn. How long were you in an incubator for?
Like 3 or 4 months after we were born.
Yeah.
Like we had to stay down at Phoenix Children's Hospital months after we were born.
And then you had lots of visitations after that to keep going back there and make sure that everything's all right and
And
stuff.
like, when we were able to come home, we were brought home on oxygen.
Yeah.
We were still with the oxygen tanks.
Yeah.
We were no bigger than a Beanie Baby.
Yep. Damn. Jesus.
Yep.
Oh man.
So can we talk about my favourite Christmas?
Yes,
Yes.
go ahead. I'm sorry we kept interrupting.
No, you didn't interrupt at all. I was just waiting, and I thought, So it's a pretty short story, really. In fact, it's a very short story.
Yeah.
Well, my favourite Christmas was here, because over in England we don't see snow.
Mm-hmm.
Not that much. No. They go nuts if there's a flake of snow hits the post office tower, which is the tallest building in London, or was. It is not now. But back in the day, if a snowflake fell in London on the post office tower, that was it. It's officially snowing. I've been here 9 years now, and I've had a good few sessions of snow and stuff. And it was a couple of years ago that it was just me, Evelyn, Kat, and Aubrey. We were all together and stuff, and we were just having this awesome Christmas. Everybody had brilliant gifts that they could play with and stuff. The whole atmosphere was brilliant. Music was going. We had like a TV, a film in the background as well, just there, and everything seemed right. There was only one thing missing. And I turned around and said, man, this is like the perfect Christmas. Because it just was. There was no issues or anything like that with people in the family or anything. There was no worries. We managed to get over quite a few hurdles. And I said, this is the most perfect Christmas. All we're missing is snow.
Yeah.
And I went to the downstairs, which is parallel to this room here, which has also French doors. And I looked out this outside, and it was fucking snowing on Christmas Day. It literally just started to snow, and I was like, "Holy shit! This is like the most perfect Christmas." It was just awesome.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it was, and it just that small thing, and for me. I mean, people who grow up in Australia and stuff like that never see snow for Christmas or anything. They get used to that. I could never get used to that.
Yeah.
Snow is part of Christmas.
Yeah.
And, I've been watching the weather just recently, and it was supposed to snow Wednesday, Thursday, Friday.
Yeah.
Not anymore.
Nope.
Yeah, we haven't gotten any.
Now it snows Tuesday.
Yep.
Mrs. Wednesday, which is fucking Christmas Day. Really? Come on, snow. And then starts again Thursday, Friday, Saturday.
Mother Nature's that's like, fuck you.
Yeah, it's like, you had your snow a couple of years ago, Sean. No, you can't have any more this time. Come on.
Welcome to Flagstaff, everyone.
Yeah.
But then there are other years where we just get...
Yeah. Inundated with it, and it's for fuck's sake.
Yeah.
Can we stop?
Sake.
I love snow. I love it. It's aesthetically pleasing.
Yep.
Yes, it is.
It looks beautiful before it's ploughed.
Yeah.
When it's ploughed and cars have gone over it, it looks kind of mushy.
When people step in it, it's like, why?
Yeah. Yeah, you just spoilt this nice blanket of snow that's been completely untouched.
Exactly.
Even like a dicky bird on there is like, get off! Don't land on my snow!
Get off!
But it just adds that atmosphere. It really just does add that atmosphere, because you see it in films, you see it on Christmas cards, you see it in pictures, you see it everywhere. I mean, Australia probably sees it completely different pictures.
Yeah.
It's like a Christmas tree and the burning hot. It's like, Merry Christmas, everybody! Yay! This feels like Christmas. No, fuck it. Oh, are you kidding me?
Oh man. It isn't exactly related to Christmas, but just the snowing part. I remember back when I was living down on Sunnyside, specifically around Isabel Street. So in front of our house, across the road, there's this hill that goes up into the trees, towards Buffalo Park. We live right around there. And one night, it was snowing pretty hard that it piled a good amount in the woods or whatever.
What year was this?
This was like 7 years ago.
So 2009.
Yeah.
Yes, I was here for that. That was like the most amount of snow I had seen in my adulthood.
Yeah. And for whatever reason, me and my mom decided to go out and sled in the night. So we went to this big ass hill we went to this big ass hill down the street, and we started.
Wait, you went to this big arsehole?
Hill.
As a joke. Sorry. Carry on.
And we had a wonderful time sledding down the hill, and there was this other mom and her son were also doing it, so it was a wonderful time.
Cool.
Yeah.
That is cool. Yeah, when it was snowing that year, me and Evelyn decided to make a TARDIS in the back garden because it was so much snow.
Yeah.
So cool.
And we're like Doctor Who fans and shit like that.
I have the Fourth Doctor scarf.
I'm the old school Doctor Who fan. Like
Yep.
Tom Baker is my favourite. He is scary as fuck. He's even scarier than the Daleks. Those eyes. He's just like the craziest nutty Professor Doctor person ever that could fly that thing.
I have the Fourth Doctor's scarf.
Nice.
I think
The big one.
yes.
Yeah, that's Tom Baker's scarf.
I think
No, anyway.
I'm gonna cosplay as the gender bent Fourth Doctor when my employers take me to the Renaissance Festival.
Oh,
Yeah, I'm excited about that.
where's this festival? Phoenix?
I think it's in Phoenix. I don't know. But I'm excited about that. I'll be wearing this coat and my dunk scarf. Because time travel. It works.
It does. You can do anything with time travel. Gavin hates time travel, right?
Yep.
He does. Yes. Anything that's got time travel in it.
Yeah, I remember we were talking about the Terminator, and
Yep.
his favorite was Terminator Salvation because it took place
Same here.
in the Future War.
Yep. Terminator Salvation was a damn good film.
Yeah.
Although T2, we still know was a good film as well.
Yeah.
Still haven't seen Dark Fate. Don't want to see it.
Yeah.
What about you guys in Star Wars, the new Star Wars film? Do you guys want to see that?
I do, because the other Hannah, not the Hannah that's present with us, wanted to take me and the guys to go out see Star Wars. And I was hanging out with my girlfriend Hannah and the rest of the guys last night, and they're like, let's go see it. It'll probably be bad, but at least we'll laugh our asses off to see if it was bad or anything like that.
So you went to see it?
No, not yet.
Okay, don't give me hate in the comments, because I know you will. I don't like Star Wars. I remember watching the original trilogy when I was young, because my dad and my brother liked it.
Mm-hmm.
Not my thing.
Why?
And like the last time when I saw Solo in theaters, my dad and my brother dragged me along. I didn't want to go see it. It gave me a headache. Like all the flashing lights gave me a headache, so I had to walk out of the theater for like 10 minutes and was like, ah.
So do you have epilepsy?
No.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't think you do, because
So you just
watch
photosensitive?
Godzilla movies with me.
Yeah. A bit photosensitive.
I'm a little bit photosensitive as well.
But yeah, I mean, I've seen the advertisements everywhere about the Rise of Skywalker being groundbreaking and a great film and all of that, and I also hear stories from people walking out of a premiere or whatever. And I remember, I mean, I didn't see the complete video or anything like that, but there was this one Star Wars fan who basically called it a bad fan fiction.
So I was watching a YouTube video last night while I was in bed, and it was a review of a Star Wars film, and it was trash. And then after that, I was like, okay, so it's a film that should never have been done. I can understand that.
Yeah.
Then I read the comments. Nearly 98% of it was
Like saying you're wrong.
no, bad opinions of it. Some of it came from people who have not seen it.
Yeah.
Not many, but most of the people that had the negative opinion, that's what the word I was looking for, negative. There was a lot of them.
Yeah.
And there was maybe about 4 out of the list. And I didn't look at the whole list because it was going on forever.
Yeah.
About 4 of them liked it. I'm like, well, I'm was a huge Star Wars fan.
Yep.
I was in the 501st. I was a stormtrooper.
That's cool.
I still have the armor.
In case...
I think I heard that story on one of the previous podcasts.
Well, one Halloween I dressed up as stormtrooper and I caught the bus and rode the bus the whole evening and everybody loved it. No one knew.
Cool.
Yep.
Drivers didn't know who I was until I walked into the break room because I had the fob in my glove. Fob in my glove in this side. My ID here so I could board buses. Because when I stood at a bus and the guy opens the door and he's a young lad and he's like, okay. And he's like, how's this guy gonna pay then? Because I ain't got no pockets.
Yeah.
You know, I just got the armor belt and that was it. And it's not been adapted to make that I could hold anything.
Yeah.
So where's my wallet or anything? I had my ID in there and I just leaned up against the console and just and it let me in and he goes, oh! But because his attention was to me, he wasn't at the console itself. He didn't see that it said employee or family pass.
For all he knew, you just touched it.
I just touched it and it just worked.
Space
I
magic.
made it look like I just casually leaned against it. And it let me in. He goes, okay. Well, you know, it's done it, so okay. I'm not going to pursue it. And I came clean towards the end of the day because there was a lady that I was riding her bus, and she started to get freaked out because I was not saying anything. Because if I did, she'd hear the English accent. She'd know exactly what I was. So I stood at the back
And you
of her
didn't want
bus.
to get arrested.
And I didn't want her to freak out, and she was starting to freak out, and I thought, fuck, I'm going to have to take the helmet off. And then when I did, she's like, it's you! And then I went into the DCC and without the helmet on, and then all the drivers twigged. And then it was like, that's how you got in the bus. I enjoyed it. I really enjoyed it.
That's fun.
I do like having the experience in wearing the armor at the time was a lot of fun because of all the reaction from everybody else, especially kids.
That's cool.
Kids was awesome. Kids loved it. Even the ladies loved it.
Yeah.
That was kind of the reaction we got when we dressed up as Joker and Harley Quinn at
Yep.
Comic-Con. We had like 3 or 4 kids that we got pictures with.
Yeah.
We were in line for food or whatever, and these 2 little kids came up to him and they're like, "Can we take a picture with you?"
There was this one little girl, she was like no older than like 3. She walked up to me and was like, "Can I get a picture?" I was like,
Yes! You're my biggest fan!
It's so adorable.
Yeah.
It is cool though. It's a nice reaction. But going back to the original thing, I used to be a huge Star Wars fan, and you say that you don't like Star Wars. I hate it. I hate Star Wars. Last Jedi was the last nail in the coffin for me. I loved the first
Nice little
3
pun
because
you
I was
went
brought
with
up
there.
on it and I couldn't stop watching it. And when I first saw it at the cinema back in '77, I wanted to be a stormtrooper.
Yeah.
I was this little 7-year-old and I wanted to be a stormtrooper. And I made that dream come true and I loved it. But I love Star Wars all the way up to fucking Disney taking over.
Yep.
Ugh.
Yeah. And,
Disney are overlords.
and they're killers.
They will own everything.
They better not. Well, if they do, that's okay. That's fine. Even Rogue One was fantastic.
Yeah, that was a good
Rogue
movie.
One was such a good standalone film. And
Yeah.
what tickled me, okay, so Rogue One's all about getting the Death Star plans.
Yep.
And what tickled me, and it was freaking hilarious, was people saying they can't wait for the sequel to Rogue One.
You can already watch it. It's called fucking New Hope.
Yeah, it's like the very, very first Star Wars film, folks, because that's the attack of the Death Star and retrieving the plans and stuff like that. Hello, yeah, you've already seen it. Yeah, it tickled me pink because I thought, I was like, are you fucking dumb? Piece of shit. Oh my god. But yeah, Force Awakens was okay because J.J. Abrams did it, and J.J. Abrams is such a good, he's a good director. I mean, he's done marvelous things on the Star Trek films. Loved it. And it was like when the other guy took it on
Rian Johnson.
Yeah, and he took it on Last Jedi.
Yeah.
It was so wasted.
Yep.
Because Force Awakens was so set up for everything to go out there and go mystify everybody, and then the last one was the one to bring it all back together and say, oh, fuck me. But no! It's worth peeking. No! It was fucked. And so the last one is going to be doubly fucked because what everybody's saying in the comments is that people have seen it. It says it's predictable. It's predictable. You can see that coming. Oh, could you? Or are you just saying that?
I think it's more accurate to call it a bad subvertive expectation.
I wouldn't know.
Those are big words.
So,
That's huge.
another example for subvertive expectation is Infinity War. I know.
That's what they're comparing it to.
Yeah.
That is what they're comparing it to. The Avengers.
Yeah.
They're saying, well, okay, we do this in Avengers and it works, but why don't you do it in Star Wars again? Why? It doesn't work. We've already done it. Why?
I think it's more
I
of
honestly don't
it
know where
wasn't
they're coming from
executed properly. That's the thing.
Well, I've never seen Infinity because I haven't still finished. I still have not seen
Any more
Winter
movies,
Soldier.
Yeah.
Is it Winter Soldier?
Yeah, it's Winter Soldier.
I think it's Winter Soldier that I haven't seen. Because I was watching one of the Avengers films. I can't remember. I can't remember what the one. What's the one after Winter Soldier?
It is
Civil War?
Civil War.
Either Civil
I was watching
War.
Civil War,
No.
and in the background there's all these carriers crashing.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I don't remember that. I'm missing a film. And then that's when I found out I was missing Winter Soldier.
Yeah.
Now, we had that bookmarked on Netflix forever and ever, and I never got around to watching it. So I never went to go and see Infinity because I didn't want to break, because it's such a good story.
Yeah.
The whole thing's such a good story. And what I loved about the Avengers films is that you get Iron Man. Okay,
Yep.
Iron Man was a fantastic film.
It was. I remember seeing it when it first came out.
Yeah,
Robert
same here.
Downey Jr. is Tony Stark.
Yes.
He really is. And, you know,
In real life, too.
I remember seeing him in very old films like Weird Science. I
Yes,
remember-
that's such a good one.
Yeah. You don't realise it's Robert Downey Jr. that's playing one of the bullies.
Yeah.
It's like,
My stepdad had to point it out to me when I first saw it, and I was like, what?
and Air America was probably the last film I saw him in before he hit the drugs and the downtime and
Yeah.
stuff like that. And he was still that like fresh kid looking person, but kind of adult.
Mm-hmm.
And then you see him come back out of the ashes like he rose like a phoenix,
Yeah.
Yep.
right? Like Forks. And
Yes.
then he's like this really ragged guy that's now going to be in this new film, and his face is so like battered by stuff that's happened in his life.
Yeah.
Not been punched or anything, but he's decayed.
Yeah.
His face looks like he's decayed from the young fresh lad that fresh guy to this person who's just been like through a battle zone. And then you stick him in Iron Man, and it's fucking Tony Stark.
He nailed it.
He totally nailed it. So then that film came out, and then you got like Thor that came out, which I really didn't get into that much. I like the guy who plays Thor. He's very funny. But
The only reason I
Chris
watched Thor
Hemsworth.
was actually I skipped the first Thor. I didn't.
I did.
I
I couldn't
didn't-
get it. I just could not understand it.
This was when like I had just started to get into Marvel, but I saw Thor: The Dark World once it came out, and Tom Hiddleston just
Well, you see that he does.
Loki!
He does with the ladies. And you know, and there's the other films that are in there, like Captain America was fantastic.
yeah.
Fucking brilliant, because it took a normal soldier, poster boy type person
Yep.
to encourage the troops in the trenches. Go ahead, Isaac. Encourage the troops in the trenches and stuff like that to be just like the poster boy and that, and then make him like a little bit beefy in that experiment and shit, and then become like an actual icon instead of a poster boy, and somebody that everybody would look up to. Cap, and he would be the person out in the front, because and he didn't do that. He never used to do that, and now he's like, okay, Cap, you're going to go into the front. It's like, fuck.
But
Yeah, what? Yeah, what? But so that was a good film, and then you got Hulk. Yeah, it was but I used to love the old show, the
Yeah, of course.
really old show back in the
Yeah.
70s. Freaking brilliant, scary as fuck. Lou Ferrigno. Ugh.
Or it's just a wrestler with this green
body
paint.
paint.
Yeah. But that was special effects back then.
Yeah.
That was real, not CGI. And you got other things as well. But then you put all these famous actors together and put the Avengers.
Yeah.
that was so awesome when
I know.
it came out. It was like
I'm like thinking, oh, holy shit! So there's going to be the Iron Man, which is Rob Downey Jr. You've got Thor. You've got freaking Hulk. You've got
Cap.
Chris Evans.
yep. All these people. How are they going to afford to pay all these people to be in this film? And it was just a fucking fantastic film.
Yeah, it was.
It really was. And then it just took off on its own.
Yeah.
You know, so many Avengers sequels came out and stuff. Probably following the law of comic books. I don't
Yeah,
know.
yeah.
I'm not a huge comic book geek type
Yep.
person. But yeah, I loved it. I loved it. I thought, it was such a good chemistry of getting all those people together. A great idea of making the Avengers film and stuff. Even thinking, man, we're getting spoiled. We're not just getting one person. We're getting them all
Yeah.
in one film.
That's how I felt with Endgame and Infinity War. I was just like, shit, this is awesome.
Yeah, I'm having overload.
I remember going to the theater with both Hannah and my dad for Endgame, and it was awesome. I mean, I was slightly spoiled by it because, leak on YouTube and whatever, but I was like, whatever.
Damn you, YouTube.
It's like literally, I scrolled down the YouTube homepage to look at random videos that showed up. and there was this video that says Cap uses Thor's hammer. I'm like, oh, okay.
I already knew that was gonna happen because it happened in the comics.
Yeah.
He's like, how did you do that?
But anyway, it's really amazing that I got my dad into these Marvel movies, because when I was growing up, the only Marvel comic books I've ever read were the Spider-Man comic books, the first issues of Spider-Man back in the day. Because my dad used to be a manager at Barnes & Noble, and he would give me these comic books as gifts and whatever. And I love the fuck out of a Spider-Man. And when I remember seeing Iron Man when it first came out with my stepdad at the time, and I was like, oh, this is a cool movie. Little did I realize that it would expand to this entire cinematic universe.
Phenomenon.
Yeah. And the first Marvel movie that me and my dad watched was the first Thor movie. And my dad was like, oh, let's just watch this as a curiosity. And he got into it because of, all the mythology of Thor and the Norse gods and whatever. And I think after we watched Avengers, that's what rock solid got me and my dad watching Marvel movies from that point onward. And after the movie was over, and then, the credits were rolling, me and my dad just wanted to give a fuck out of there, and my dad was looking at all the other people while he was walking away, like, what the fuck is everybody still in their seats? And little did I realize...
There's something right at the end every time.
The post-credit scene.
Yeah, and after that, and when my dad figured that out, whenever we watch a non-Marvel movie, he's all like, is there going to be a post-credit scene?
Yep. Same with the Star Wars as well.
Yeah.
Especially like Clone Wars and stuff like that, and then you hear Darth Vader. It's like, what the hell? This one's a little bit set.
Yeah.
This one's a bit tough.
Yeah.
But that was the best part about Marvel movies, is like, you're starting to break.
I've given up. Might give up.
Is it a nutcracker right now? Do you need a nutcracker breaker?
Probably. I even tried to...
Here, let me.
No,
Give that to
you
me.
could chuck that at the wall and it would break a hole in the wall.
Oh, God. It didn't break at all. Nope. In case the audience is wondering, Sean is just throwing that cookie in frustration at the wall.
I'm throwing my wife's cookie. That seems to have...
It's so hard.
Oh, there we go.
That's only a part.
Here, let me give it a shot. I'm going to give it a try.
I'm sure you'll be able...
Nope.
It's an Avenger cookie.
It's the incredible fucking cookie.
It's the incredible cookie.
I barely put a dent in it.
For safety reasons, we will put that out of the tin.
So it doesn't
unless you guys
massacre the
need
other
teeth.
cookies.
You guys don't need teeth. You can...
I was like, chuck that motherfucker across the room.
Yeah. Yep.
That's like a rock.
It is.
What the fuck,
Even
Sean?
sounds
Did
like
you-
one. I'm trying to find something I can hit it with.
Do you have a fucking hammer or something?
I do, but it's downstairs.
Okay.
Seriously.
Did you just inject that with steroids or something?
No.
There were so many peaks. That was so funny.
What were you gonna say, honey?
I don't remember.
You were talking about
Cookie stole the show.
Apparently, I'm just gonna title this episode as "The Invincible Cookie."
The unbreakable cookie.
The Unbreakable.
In a world
You were talking
where there was
about
cookies.
Marvel movies and what the good thing about Marvel movies.
They're not done by Disney.
Well, yeah, they are.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I remember back in the day when I found out that Disney acquired rights to the Star Wars movies.
You said that like it was like 30 years ago.
Shut up. And I noticed a lot of people were really concerned about how Disney will handle the Star Wars movies. You know, I had a lot of faith in it. Like, well, they did the Marvel movies pretty well. They could probably do the same thing with Star Wars. 5 years later, it's just going downhill from there.
I actually had faith in them because of Pirates of the Caribbean, because they can make a dark film. Some Pirates of the Caribbean films, the earlier ones, were dark.
Yeah.
And they were good.
Jinx.
Yeah, right?
Are you just going to throw the cookie?
Jinx cookie.
Here, I'm going to try it again. Okay. I'm just going to...
You go baseball it.
I'm going to throw it like a motherfucking pitcher from the Diamondbacks. Nope.
Hey! God, woman, what did you put in this cookie? It's getting scathed on the edges, but...
Yeah. Am I going to have to stomp the fuck out of it?
No, you're going to have to take a photograph of it and stick it in the podcast thing.
Alright, after we're done recording, I'm
there.
going to record this shit, throw it across the room, and inspect the damage on
Poor
it.
cookie. Right, we're going to put it aside because it does distract.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're the one.
So yeah, I had faith. I had an awful lot of faith in the cookie. Sorry, I had an awful lot of faith in Disney.
Yeah.
Sounds like cookie.
Does Disney
because
know
of-
about
because
we're
of
talking
Pirates
shit
of
about
the
Star Wars?
Oh, shit.
My peanut.
My head.
Dear God.
Yeah, so I really did have faith, and the only thing I didn't want it to do was sing. Because Disney films, they sing.
Yeah.
And you got Princess Leia. Being a Disney princess is a bad enough thing, but you start breaking out into a song.
If there is one good thing I will have to say, if there is one good thing I will say about the Star Wars movies, is that
Nothing?
at least there's no singing.
Well, there is and
can't see the music.
there is in Return of the Jedi
Yeah.
when the Sice Noodle
Yep.
Band kind of breaks out into a
Yeah.
pretty cool tune.
Yeah.
And I believe that was in like the digitally remastered because it wasn't
Yeah.
in the original. See, I'm geeking
And-
out on Star Wars, which I should really not.
Yeah, I mean,
Stop it. Keep calm.
also in Disney's defense, George Lucas does, with digital remasters of the original trilogy, like he adds the CGI creations and additional scenes that aren't really necessary, but it's whatever.
No, he did kind of polish up edges. I mean, especially like the Empire Strikes Back, you can notice a lot of the black edges around the AT-ATs and those ships and everything. He cleaned that up so it looked like it was actually in the, it was there instead of something flying next to you.
Yeah,
like
exactly.
a model.
There's a train.
Yep,
There is a train. Yeah. You can hear it pretty well. I don't know if you can hear it on the microphone though.
Probably not. But yeah, there's a train relatively close by right now.
There is. At least we haven't got an ambulance or
police
fire
car.
engine or police car going by.
Yeah.
We do have the occasional helicopters because when I was on live stream last night, I was like, that helicopter's really low, and I'm like, I don't know if you guys can hear this, and they're like, we can. I'm like,
We can.
whoa, okay.
Maybe it was the hospital helicopter or something.
Yeah, usually straight
Yeah.
over it. But yeah, I can't remember where I was going on this because we're talking about Disney.
I do.
We're talking about just random shit.
Yeah.
We are talking about random shit. At least we're off the depression thing.
Yes.
Yeah, exactly.
And copper.
Yeah.
That didn't last very long, did it?
No, it did
Surprisingly.
not. Surprisingly, yeah.
Does anybody want to add to that before we sort of like trail off again?
I mean, as I said, I'm a small channel, but it's always been my dream to do YouTube, make money, become a big YouTube star and all that, but bullshit like this could really detriment my streams into becoming a YouTuber. And I could just imagine a couple years down the line, I have children or grandchildren of my own, and they're doing all this random online video stuff, and I'm like, you kids don't understand what it's like to Back in my day, if we had YouTube, that was the shit. And they're like, what's YouTube, Grandpa?
Yeah, that kind of tickles me because we've got like people that are using mobile phones and that, and it's like you have a conversation with somebody about my age, and it's like, Jesus, I remember when we had payphones, and they're like, what's a payphone?
I remember payphones.
What's a payphone?
I remember payphones too.
And then all the home-based telephone and stuff. And,
Yeah.
A landline.
really
We still have a landline in our house.
Oh, man.
But we don't. We knocked that on the head because we were paying like both home phone, landline, and mobile. I was like, no one calls us at home apart from people who want money.
Yeah.
Or vote for this, or hi, we're collecting for such
Or
and
scammers.
such.
Yeah.
Yeah, or scammers. But it was more people that were collecting for certain charities at that time of the year because you guys do that over in America a lot.
Yeah.
Is do a little whip round for the county or for the city or whatever.
It's annoying.
Yeah.
Yeah, it did get annoying as shit, and so we were like, all right, buy phone. Yeah. But I mean, so back in the very early Star Trek series that I saw when I was a very, very young kid, and I thought that Kirk's communicator was so fucking awesome. You know, he could like,
It's like
Kirk
that
to
flip phone.
Enterprise, and there's like, he flips this thing open and he's talking to a ship, and you think, wow, that's so cool. And then what, 10, 12, maybe 14 years later, there's a flip phone, and it's the same.
That was my first
thing.
phone.
It's the same thing, and I was like, Sean to Enterprise. There's nobody there. You know, that was so cool. And now we got these like phones that they got huge. They were getting huge.
This is pretty big.
Like, my phone is the smallest phone.
I have the biggest phone.
You
Yeah,
do,
You do have the biggest phone.
and you're probably the youngest out of us.
Yep.
There you go. That kind of makes sense. Yeah, the older person gets the smallest.
This is my
Yep.
mother's phone, actually. This is my mom's old phone. She got an
Yeah.
upgrade.
This is my phone.
And this is my phone.
There you go. See?
But yeah, I would love it if Kappa was rectified, so I could actually have that chance, among other smaller YouTubers as well,
Yeah.
to have a chance.
I
to,
agree.
It's YouTube's fault for stealing information from kids.
Yeah, and I mean, fucking A, there's YouTube Kids. Have you just forgotten about that already?
They got abused, didn't it?
Yeah.
They got abused. It's like
Yeah, because
it's like the hangout for pedophiles or whatever.
yeah, and like I think a couple years ago they had like videos of like I don't know, Braden Kid Show, Peppa Pig, and they would be like,
Oh, I heard about this.
Yeah.
and it would be suddenly fucking violent. It was like, what the fuck, people?
Yeah, I heard about that because one of our drivers, it's a good friend of mine. He's almost like my American brother. He had kids that love Peppa Pig, and so he told me about that. He's like,
That's so
Is this
fucked
real?
up.
I was like, no, dude, no, it's not real. But yeah, for me, I would like to see a clearer thing on Copper's demand,
Yeah, exactly.
guidelines and stuff like that. I will continue to live stream.
Mm-hmm.
I enjoy the shit out of it.
Yep.
I really do. I love watching other people, i.e. you.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and what I like about it is, especially, you know, you as an example, you geek out like the fuck
Yep.
over compies and stuff.
I've watched bits and pieces of like his Jurassic Park
Yeah.
live streams.
Yeah, that's what I'm referring to. I've been like in there for hours, right? Not saying a thing because I'm like,
I see what happens.
mind you, by the way, I am staring into the oblivion.
Yeah.
And mesmerized about Isaac's like whole commentary of it and naming all these most complicated dinosaur names that I've never ever heard of and shit.
Yeah.
And just watching him, and it was so fast about moving around because it was obviously on PC because it was being used a mouse because the pointer was everywhere. And I'm like,
Yep.
whoa, what? Wait, what did you do? And then after a while, once I was satisfied and you know understanding the game, I actually said something. And he's like, "Oh, Sean, yeah, I noticed that you were in the stream, but you didn't say anything for hours." And I'm like, "No, I was just lurking because I was like, So yeah, I was watching it for hours.
Yeah.
Hours. Then I hosted him.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah. And he got quite a few people come over.
Yeah, I
That's
did
good.
have
About
quite a
7
few
people.
people. I'm actually thinking about live streaming again because I'm thinking about getting Zoo, Planet Zoo.
Yeah.
We got to do that together.
Yeah, exactly. Because they recently released a DLC for winter animals like polar bears and whatnot.
Oh, cool.
And it's made by the same company who made Jurassic World Evolution, fucking Frontier.
Fucking Frontier.
No, not.
You can imagine
fucking.
that on the front of a video case. Mum, can I have this? It's done by fucking Frontier. It'd be like, Johnny, don't say that.
No, that's
bad.
literally what it says.
No, Mum, fucking Frontier. Johnny, I told you. Right, go to bed early now. Right?
Nope.
No,
It
it's
is.
still intact.
Had to throw that in.
You see, Johnny, you even throw a cookie across the floor. Right now.
Okay, I'm gonna upload a video on that on Instagram or whatever.
Highlights.
Yeah.
Yeah, all about cookie just flying across.
But yeah, I'm thinking about doing a live stream, maybe a New Year's live stream if I'm free that night, along with Hannah over here.
Mm-hmm.
I was also thinking about doing a live. I told you about this already. Live stream on the Alien Isolation Challenge pack with on the Nostromo and whatnot.
Yeah. Nostromo edition.
I remember I was playing the challenge mode one time, and Hannah was hanging out, and I screamed my ass off. She's like, "What the fuck was that?"
He screamed. I was listening to music, and I had one headphone out. He screamed. I was like, "What the fuck did you just do?"
Yeah, because you're thinking now his head's fallen off.
Yeah.
No, hang on a minute, he's screaming, so his head wouldn't fall off. His arm's fallen off. He's cut himself severely or something. Yeah, he's like,
Yeah, he scared me.
Oh my god. But I wanted Hannah to come over and put the extra set of headphones so that she could listen to it with me while I'm playing Alien Isolation. She's like, "Nah, I'm good."
Yeah, I was doing my own thing. I was like, nah.
and then frightens the life out of you.
Exactly.
But yeah, I do have a lot of fun playing video games with Hannah. I mean, we frequently like playing this game called Broforce.
It's so much fun.
I know Broforce.
Yeah.
Yeah. Came out for
Rage-inducing.
PS4.
It is very
Yeah,
rage-inducing.
Yeah.
But it's very satisfying when you get by some enemies or an obstacle or whatever.
It's also a multiplayer game, isn't
Yeah.
it? Yeah. So it's
You
like,
could play it up to 4
Smash Bros or
people.
something.
Yeah, we played Smash Bros last night.
That was fun.
Yeah.
So you guys should live stream as a duo.
Yeah, exactly.
You should do.
I don't know what we would call it. We'll probably call it the
Duo.
Artificial and Queen Dragon Let's Plays or whatever.
We'll
I'll
think of
come up
something.
with a much more creative name.
Yeah.
Sean's just, why?
Come up with something
Oh, man.
different.
But I'm excited that I'm getting more involved in your YouTube channel
Yeah,
and stuff.
exactly. And it's always pretty good. When it feels good when your YouTube channel is slowly growing in subscribers and more people are like, "Oh, this looks awesome," and you should get more views and all that stuff. I remember back in the day.
You know the target that Copper had on you was about this small. Is now this small.
This small.
Yeah, just to bring you out reality in there.
No need to
Upset
break
you?
down my
No.
foundations already, Sean.
Go ahead.
Okay, we'll deal with this later. Okay, so yeah,
cookie
I
stopped
don't know
doing
where
those
to segue from that. Well, how about you, Sean?
Well, you see, I really am full of everything. No, Hannah's saying that she's really happy or glad that she's getting a bit more into your YouTube and stuff like that, with taking part and stuff like that. Does that actually make you feel like you want to do like a streaming or anything like that? Streaming, a lot of people are shy.
Yeah.
But but the thing is, you're on YouTube, so you're being seen by millions.
Yeah.
Practically millions. Yeah.
So you go on live stream, you get seen by the same amount of people, but now you can chat to them.
Mm-hmm.
Live, you can live chat to them, and it's
Yeah.
just like, hey, what's up? You know, instead of it pre-recorded and stuff like that. Although I first started live streaming on YouTube
Yeah.
because I never heard of Twitch.
Yeah.
And then when I heard of Twitch, and a friend of mine said to me, "Oh yeah, that's associated with Twitter." I'm like, "Why do I need Twitch then? Because I got Twitter." So no. Then when I found out that it's actually Amazon and it's a gaming platform streaming thing, I was like, "Fuck yeah, let's have some." And I love the fuck out of it. I really do.
Yeah.
But there have been a couple of friends in our Discord group that are shy that have started to come out, and they're really enjoying it. You know, and so that, you know, that's probably, you know, the reason why it brings me to the question, you know, do you feel like you might?
I mean, maybe.
I mean, because
If
you're
I could,
gonna
like-
enjoy playing Zoo Planet
Mhm.
with him, and you're gonna be side by side, so you're gonna be on camera,
Yeah.
side by side, doing all the reactions and everything like that, which is gonna be live, right?
Yeah.
You can't replace that shit.
Nope.
Yeah.
You cannot replace that shit. There are streamers out there that are characters to what they really are.
Mm-hmm.
They're offset. They're something different.
Yep.
On set, they're this like zany, fucked up thing
Yeah.
that just like brings in all the audience. The thing with that is you're lying. You're on a pretense. You're acting.
Yeah.
One day you're gonna fail to act, and they're gonna see you for who you really are, and they'll be like, "Ooh."
Fair enough.
Liar.
That is fair
He
enough.
really doesn't pick his nose, does he?
I'd say like, because I'm a big fan of Team 4-Star, who like they do the Dragon Ball Z abridged, Final Fantasy Machinima abridged, etc., etc. But they also have a Twitch channel, Stream 4-Star, and for I think because they recently ended it, about 2-ish years, maybe even 3, they had a D&D campaign. It was
Oh yeah.
TFS at the table.
Uh-huh.
It was so awesome.
Right.
Even though, like, I couldn't sit still long enough to just watch the whole thing.
No, but that could be you.
Exactly.
That could be you doing something like that.
Yeah, it sounds...
There's nothing like it. When I got into it because my wife suggested it, but before that, my youngest, again, Evelyn,
Yep.
she was streaming and she thought she could make millions
Oh yeah, I remember you telling me this story.
in seconds. So I'm not going to get a job.
With fucking.
Not going to go to school. Not going to go to school. Not going to go to work. Not going to go to anything. I'm going to make millions on Twitch.
With fucking Fortnite.
Yes.
Yeah.
Good old ninja. Thanks, mate, for fucking, what's the name? Encouraging or something so that my youngest daughter can play it. I've never played it yet. I've never played it.
I don't like it.
No,
I mean, I grew up with first-person shooters like Halo and whatnot.
it's not first person.
First person.
Yeah, but
First-person shooter.
yeah, but Fortnite's not first person.
Third person. Okay.
Yeah.
Shooting games. How's that?
Yeah.
But yeah, I grew up with Halo, Gears of War, also made by Epic Games once upon a time. And also a little bit of Call of Duty, but I'm mostly a Halo fan because it actually has a good plot and good characters, good memorable characters in it. Back in high school, my favorite go-to game was Halo Reach, and now that's on PC, so I'm excited to go back to Halo Reach.
A lot of
again.
things are coming out to PC, especially noticing as a PlayStation player that PlayStation exclusive stuff is going over to PC. Red Dead Redemption.
Yep.
Is going over to PC, which is fantastic. I think that's what started it, even though that wasn't an exclusive. That was Xbox and PlayStation as well as. But there's Detroit Become Human.
Yep.
Is going
That's
over.
a good game. From what I've seen. Like, I've watched...
I played it. I played a bad playthrough.
The bad
No, I
playthrough.
played a good playthrough.
There you go.
I played a good playthrough on it and loved the story. The story was fantastic. The whole mechanics of the game was just so good. Quantic Dreams are excellent. You don't see much done by them, but when you do see them, it's like quality.
Yeah.
It really is. And what got me on it was the Kara demo. I don't know if you've ever seen that.
Yeah.
That fucker did make me cry. That bastard thing made me cry, especially when they started taking her apart. And I'm like,
oh god.
And I hate androids.
Yeah.
I hate.
I heard that on the Halloween
I'm scared
stream.
as shit of androids, and I'm watching this demo, which is done by Quantic Dreams to show what the PlayStation 3 can do.
It's like, don't take her apart.
Yeah,
Yep.
she's panicking because she wants to live.
Yep.
And I'm and then they put her back together, and it's like, and then everybody's like, when's the game coming out? When's it? No, this isn't a game. Read the title. It's a tech demo.
Yeah.
What we can do with the PS3 right now.
Wow.
And what we can do, what could be coming later on. And they're like, oh, no, where's the game? Guess they were kind of compelled to do a game, and out came Detroit Become Human.
It's a damn good game.
Yes, it is. It is. And I'm currently on, I say currently, I haven't played it for a while, but the playthrough I'm on now is the bad playthrough. Now, this makes me feel like when I did Mass Effect.
Yep.
Because I did Mass Effect on a good playthrough. I played a femshep always, you're going to be a female. And I played good playthrough, and I was like saving everybody and shit. Then when I came around to playing my bad playthrough, because to get platinum you have to get like Paragon and something else.
Like a good ending and a bad ending.
Yeah.
You mean Renegade?
Renegade.
Yeah, very
Paragon and Renegade. So you had to get like standings with Paragon, and then you second playthrough, everything changes with Renegade and shit. And in order to get platinum, you have to do both. And I felt dirty as fuck.
Just shooting people
bad
in the back.
femshep is like, help, save my sister.
You just...
She's dead. I don't need saving now. You're fine.
Did you gun down Rex?
Yes.
Yes, you did.
Yes. It was awful.
Yep.
It really was awful. And not saving anybody
Yep.
was awful. I was like, oh, I can't do this. But it's platinum, Sean. Platinum, Sean. Platinum. You can.
I must do these horrible things so I can get a platinum.
If you want to play again, Sean, the good side once again, just to make yourself feel unclean. I had to go for a bath. I felt that dirty. I'd stand under a shower and then have a bath.
Were you all like,
gosh.
how could this happen to me?
Oh no, it just felt like maybe I was raped or something. I just felt dirty. And now I'm doing this with Detroit Become Human. Yeah, Marcus is now an arsehole. I'm like, no. Marcus is such a nice android. Oh, he's an android. Okay.
Okay.
Die!
Oh, okay, die!
Like, I'm torn between all three of the characters because I like them individually as their own character. But it's like if I do eventually play it because I want to play it, like with Connor, I would like try and get Hank to be my friend because the relationship of Hank and Connor is like, yes!
The hardest part about that in the game, if you're doing it blind, is getting Hank to like you enough to not shoot you.
But yeah,
And then there's a trophy for actually getting destroyed as many times as you can in one playthrough.
I've seen that.
Yeah, I'm doing that as well. And Hank's already shot me.
No, man.
And he gets really pissed off because you die. He sees you die because he kind of likes you secretively. Then when you're first deaf, he's kind of mortified, and then you appear right in front of him. He's like, well, hang on a minute, didn't you just
He's
die?
like,
I
what
just
the
saw
fuck?
you die. And he's like, oh no, the other unit is, all the information's downloaded to this unit. Can I help you, Hank? Or whatever his surname is. And then he dies again, and then Hank's like, fuck off. And he comes back again. Like, oh. So yeah, I am enjoying the Renegade playthrough, should we call it?
Yeah.
Of Detroit Become Human. I was attached to Kara way before Detroit Become Human because of the tech demo.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And you haven't finished it or played it.
No, she hasn't played
I've watched the whole playthrough on Jacksepticeye's channel.
And it would probably be okay to spoil it now.
Good. That's fine.
Yeah, go ahead.
To say that the little girl is an android as well.
Yeah, I knew that.
But
But still, like,
the world, the podcast.
yes, Alice is an android if you didn't know.
But you don't realise that until the very, very end.
Yeah.
Although I twigged when you had an option of turning Alice's heat off when they were trying to get through the checkpoint with the buses and stuff like that. And I was like, fuck, okay, yeah, that makes sense. Even though there was the little girl that was in Jericho that was exactly the same as Alice.
Yeah, same
which
model.
is where it's supposed to twig.
But it's like, wait.
Yeah. They're twins. They're twins. And then, because, is it Marcus? Not Marcus, the other one. The other black guy.
Luther.
He's the one who spots it and then says, you need to see this. And then it's your choice whether you let Alice know that she's android or not. And I didn't.
So it's like, you must protect her. It's like...
Yeah, now you got to protect her even more, although she can really look after herself because she's made of steel and shit like that you could actually not really damage very easy, And there she is trying, right at the beginning again, try to keep her out of the rain and everything like that. And then there's Kara just wandering around in pouring rain and fuck knows what else. And not getting affected by it. Because Alice had all the temperature thing turned on, she acted like a human. She shiver or anything like that, which was really, really cool. I loved that twist. I thought that twist was so good.
Yeah.
I wasn't expecting it, I'll be honest with you. But, when the scene goes into Jericho and Luther's on there, out there, and then you see his reaction. You don't see what he's reacting to. You see his reaction, and then he's like, I think you need to come see this. And then it's Alice there. Well, no, wait, no. Oh, penny drops. It's so cool. Quantic Dreams do some fantastic stuff.
Yeah, it's a good game.
Yep.
Now I'm more convinced than ever to give myself a PlayStation 4.
You don't need to because it's coming out for PC.
That is also true, but still.
Although there is a lot of PlayStation exclusives that are out.
Like freaking Spider-Man over there.
Spider-Man. So many people were pissed off that it was only coming out for PS4. All the Xbox PC and everything like that. Yeah. They were so pissed off because they heard about this, and it is going back to Detroit Become Human. I'm talking to a friend of mine who plays just Xbox only. Yeah. And I said, "Oh, you played?" This was before I even knew it was an exclusive. I said, "Oh yeah, I'm playing Detroit Become Human." He goes,
"What's that?"
Yeah, I'm like, how come you don't know Detroit? Dude, it's a really good game, you should play it. And then I looked at it and it's like, oh, you can't play it, can you?
Now you're just taunting
PlayStation exclusive. And then I sent him a video link to it. He's like, damn, this is good. And he's playing Gears of War. I was like, fuck you, Gears of War.
Oh my god.
So yes, we got the Uncharted series is another one.
Yeah.
That would be definitely one of those that you must have PlayStation.
Yeah, and I also think Persona is another one.
Persona, do you know what? So we've mentioned Evelyn so many times that I actually saw her playing Persona because she loves manga and she loves all that anime stuff, and she bought Persona 5 Steelbook edition, and she's playing it, and I could not follow it at all. I could not understand why they were going back here. They were going to this castle. They were going here. Then they were leading normal lives, but then they weren't. And then they got skills. I was like,
what?
Is this like superhero? And she tried to explain it to me, and I just couldn't get it.
Yeah,
there's two different realities.
Yeah,
that's all I knew. But then I got a copy of it because it's now hit my hit list, or my wanted list. I work with the routine I have.
Yep.
I have a list of games that I hit and purchase in that order.
That's cool.
Yeah, it's kind of anal. Stupid OCD.
Yeah.
And she was playing it, and when I got it, and I started it right from the beginning, and I was like, all right, pay attention because you didn't really see shit while she was playing it. Pay attention and see if you can understand it. And it wasn't hard at all. You just had to see it right from the beginning to understand what it was about. Persona 5 is fucking awesome. Mm-hmm. It is awesome. It's fun to play. It's easy to play. It's easy to follow. I can follow it right from halfway. It's one of those things that you have to see right from the beginning. So yes, definitely Persona as well, I would say.
Yeah, totally.
What other exclusive? God of War.
Yeah, God of War.
God of War is another good one. Then you got
Ratchet and Clank.
Ratchet, I was just going to mention Ratchet and Clank. Yeah, to name but a few.
Mm-hmm. I don't know. I'm thinking about either getting the Switch or the PS4. I'm just kind of caught in the middle now.
What are you going to want it for?
Well, for Switch, it has Super Smash Brothers, all the other Nintendo games, and from what I can tell, you could download games. Like, I remember recently talking to Gavin about it. Alien Isolation is now on the Switch.
Yeah, there's a lot of titles coming out for the Switch. So
Yeah, exactly.
Switch is starting to really go.
And
it's going to be the toy for Christmas. It is.
And it's fucking portable. That's the nice thing about it, too.
Okay, yeah. Try lugging a PlayStation 4 around.
Yeah, exactly. That fucking beast over there. But anyway, I think we should stop the podcast right here because you need to go to bed pretty soon, don't you?
Yes. What time is it?
It's 8:08.
Oh, we're over my time.
Okay,
well
so...
spotted. We are having fun though, and Hannah, love you to have.
You just got the Hannah disease.
No,
now.
I think she got it from me.
Yeah.
The reason why I can't talk very well is because I wear dentures.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, so sometimes the words get stuck, if you can even think of that. But it's like the air trying to travel through, it gets trapped underneath the plate.
Yeah.
So it comes out. Hannah, it would be awesome to see you again.
Yeah.
In the podcast and have you here. Probably not as a rarity, but as more of a common.
I would be glad to be on here more.
You mean a reoccurring character?
Yeah, absolute character. A character. You're real. She's real,
I am
man.
not a character.
Reoccurring personality. How's that?
No, a presenter.
There we go.
A presenter. That would be cool. It'd be nice to have you here more.
Yeah.
That'd be awesome.
Yeah, exactly.
And it was actually a pleasure. Absolute pleasure. Damn you. Absolute pleasure meeting you.
Yeah, it was good to meet you too.
Yeah.
Yay.
So, it is time for the variety shift to clock out. As mentioned previously, we are now on iTunes. We will be uploading the 6th episode and this episode up to those as well. You could download those episodes so you could listen to them on the go. And if you have any questions or any business-related stuff to send our way.
I do have a question, sir.
Okay, go on.
Are we still going to be putting the podcast on YouTube as well as?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, totally.
Right. So we're going to be covering all the bases.
Yeah, we're going to be covering all of our bases.
Right.
So, the email for the Variety Shift is theofficialvariettyshift@gmail.com. It is one letter, no capital case or anything like that. Once again, if you have any questions, any topics you want us to talk about, or any business inquiries, you could go ahead and contact that email. Once again, it's theofficialvariettyshift@gmail.com, and you could also find all of our episodes on my channel, The Artificial Dragon, on YouTube. And I also have my social media links on Twitter, on Facebook, on Twitch as well, and some other social media devices I can't think of at the top of my head. But yeah, those are our social media links. And there's also Variety Shift on Instagram and Twitter if you want to reach out and follow us on there as well. How about you, Sean?
Oh, I was going to ask, actually, Hannah, can you be reached anywhere?
No, she cannot.
You cannot
Well,
be.
okay, that's kind of a lie. She has her own YouTube channel, but not really a channel.
No, I don't have. I have a YouTube account.
Yeah, there you go.
There you go. I do as well. It's blank. No.
Yeah.
Buy videos. I guess it is me then.
Yep, it is all you.
All right, so you can find me on Twitch, Twitter, Facebook, and I believe that's it because I always forget one of them. But
Twitter.
I've done that. Twitter, Twitch, Facebook,
Instagram.
There
you go.
Because you can get me on YouTube as well, but you won't see anything.
Nope.
There is a profile there, but
Nope.
I've emptied it. And you will find me at Sin Trophy Hunter, SINNTROPHYHUNTER.
Is that 2 words?
It's all one word.
It's all one word.
Okay, there you go.
It has a capital. It has a capital S,
Okay, there you go.
a capital T,
Okay.
and a capital H.
Yep. And I'll put most of our social media links in the link of the description, and I'll be flashing them on the screen here. But yeah, this is a very exciting time for the Variety Shift crew. Posting stuff onto iTunes and all that stuff that you could download and listen on the go. And yeah, I hope you guys are having a Merry Christmas, Happy Hanukkah, Happy Holidays for everybody around the world.
So and so and so on.
Yeah. And I hope you're having a wonderful time with your families, opening presents, having dinner, what have you, and have a very wonderful holiday.
Or if you're like me, being alone, with PlayStation VR, today.
But hey, happy holidays to everybody.
Merry Christmas, everyone.
Yeah.
Bye.
Happy 2019. Bye-bye.
Bye.